welcome back to my channel. First things first, before we begin with anything, I'd just like to apologize. I know that in my intro video I said that I'm gonna be filming and I'm gonna be posting new content real soon, and I'm gonna be posting videos and but obviously I lied. I mean, it's been like about 100 years since I filmed my intro, and there hasn't been anything up on my channel. And a few of you have asked me why there isn't any videos up on my channel, like why am I not posting anything. And we'll get into the details of that, like during the course of the video. We'll get into a little bit on why I wasn't posting anything. I was filming, but I wasn't posting anything on the channel. So we'll get into that, okay? But yeah, as you can see by the title of this video, this is a chatty, yeah, a chatty get ready with me. I'm obviously not getting ready to go anywhere because we are on lockdown in South Africa. So I'm just getting ready to film a get to know me tag, actually. Yeah, I'm getting ready to film a get to know me tag. And I was challenged to do, I think it's the no rush or don't rush challenge that's been trending on like your Twitters and Instagram and the like. So I was challenged to participate, and obviously my makeup needs to be done for that challenge. So I thought, why not film a get ready for the no rush and get to know me tag. Before we get into the getting ready part, please do like this video if you did really like it. Comment in the comment section down below with anything basically, and don't forget to subscribe. Like, if you're watching this video and you haven't subscribed, why haven't you subscribed? Without any further babbling, let's get right into the video. So as you can see, I've already done my brows. For no specific reason, I just thought that I would probably film like an in-depth brow tutorial, because I think like in this 21 days, if you don't know how to get your brows done, if you don't know how to fill in your brows or draw your brows, then this 21 days is the perfect opportunity to learn. Yeah, you should know how to do your brows at the end of this 21 days. Okay. So I will be filming a in-depth brow tutorial very soon. So yeah, my brows are already done. Just gonna go into the rest of my face. I'm priming my eyelids with this concealer. It's the Phone Pro HD concealer from LA Girl. I need a better mirror. To all the people that were asking me about why I haven't been filming and not filming, but why I haven't posted anything on my channel. The second half of last year and beginning of this year was not that great for me. Like, emotionally and mentally, I was struggling. Like, I really was struggling. In all honesty, I was like in the pits. I don't know, like I was really hard on myself last year. I think I was going through a phase, sort of like a transition phase. And for me, it was very hard to move through that phase because I'm so much of a perfectionist. So my biggest, I don't know, I think I wouldn't say it's a toxic trait, but for me last year, me being a perfectionist actually was toxic, because most of the battles that I was fighting were with me. Like, I was being toxic to myself. The main contributors to me having like disoriented mental health was academics. I was doing my postgrad last year, and I feel like what I was doing, first of all, wasn't really what I wanted to do. I was doing it because I felt like after getting my degree, getting my postgrad was the next best thing to get, you know. But I really wasn't enjoying it much. I don't think I was enjoying it, and it got to a point where I felt as though like I'm not cut out. Like I'm not cut out to do this. I felt like I just wasn't fit enough to do it. And when you're doing a postgrad in science, there's a lot of research involved, and your research is constantly under scrutiny. So because I was already in the pits mentally and emotionally, like that kind of scrutiny put me like deeper in the pits, because guys, like, no one, you obviously, I mean, you know, in your life, you are going to get criticized one way or another. But for me, it took a knock. Like, I was taking a knock because I'm a perfectionist. So everything that I do, I want to be perfect at it. And scrutiny for me felt like I was not good at what I was doing. I'm already a person who suffers from, I'd say, acute anxiety, where I do experience I do experience phases of being like very, very sad, and where I do overthink a lot, and where I do panic a lot. So last year I was just going through like the most. I don't even know how to, I couldn't even, it was so hard for me to even explain it to people, because I was I couldn't even explain what I was going through. And because I'm a person who I don't really open up to people much, I prefer people to open up to me, because I'm a very good listener, and I think I'm easy to talk to as well. But for me, I find it very hard to open up to people. So you can only imagine that I was suffering in silence. I'm actually a silent sufferer. So it was hard for me to talk to people about this. I would go out and smile. I'd go to school every day, smile, with no one actually knowing what was actually going on, you know. And I dreaded, like, I don't want to lie, I dreaded going to school. I hated it. Like, every new day that would come where I had to go to school, like, it was terrible. I didn't want to do it at all. So imagine if it was that bad to a point where I didn't want to go to school anymore. I wanted to quit. Like, it was hard for me to prioritize YouTube, or like filming content and posting content. It was very hard for me to prioritize that, because already waking up every day was already difficult. So, yeah, that was basically what was up, and why, well, it took so long for me to actually put anything up. And I'm not gonna lie, I was filming content. Like, I'd edit them, and then after editing them, watch them, and they just weren't good enough. Like, I just couldn't bring myself to post any of them. So I'm using this eyeshadow palette. It's actually a very inexpensive eyeshadow palette from, is it Foschini? Let me just check. Yes, it's Foschini. It's the Foschini Colors palette. I would actually show you what it looks like, because it's a very warm palette. I would show you what it looks like, but it looks like crap right now. It is the Foschini Colors palette, and it's the warm palette, I think. It says it is the Suburban palette, and it's got like a variety of warm, matte, and shimmer shades. I really like this palette. It's like my everyday palette if I'm just creating a simple look. And I don't want to use too many different eyeshadow palettes, because I find that very tedious. I just dip into this one. I hope what I explained kind of sort of it gives a clue or light into what I was dealing with. But I feel like I probably am at a better space right now. I don't know if it's because last year I was dealing with all this stuff alone, because I was staying alone. Hardly like, I, yeah, I was staying alone. I wasn't with my parents, or let me say my mom. And these things were things that I was facing alone. most of the time, and it was very hard for me to also just talk to anybody about them. And I think now that I'm not alone anymore, I don't know, I'm finding myself at a point where I'd like to say that I'm healing, but then again, I haven't taken the time to actually be one on one with my emotions. But I guess healing is like a process, and Rome wasn't built in a day. So I'm guessing it takes time. Yeah, I just put a bit of that brown, that dark brown. I don't know if you can see it clearly, but there's a bit of that dark brown there and some light brown. And then I'm just going to blend that all together. So guys, I had to do my lashes off camera, not for any specific reason, but do let me know if you would like an in-depth lash tutorial, like how to stick your lashes. If you want that in depth, do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to film that. The primer that I'm using is my favorite primer actually, and it is the Maybelline Baby Skin Instant Pore Eraser. So guys, about the lockdown, like, what have you guys been up to? Because at least, okay, I decided that I'm gonna film as much as I can during this lockdown because I pretty much don't have anything to do anyway, so might as well film. And also the possibility of it actually extending beyond 21 days, like, is that only frightening me? Other countries started off with 21 days and ended up having to extend it. I mean, I hope during this lockdown period we're able to flatten the curve, like one way or another. But I'm really, really anxious as to how long it's going to be for. So for foundation, I'm using two different foundations, and it is the Maybelline Fit Me and the Black Opal Even True Liquid Foundation. I'm mixing them. I'm mixing them here so that they can give me a better finish. So I'm using a beauty blender to just blend in the foundations that I put on my face because it probably looks a little bit cakey. This removes the excess foundation on your face. So I'm not contouring, highlighting my face, and I'm using my Fawn LA Girl concealer again to do so. And I'm just basically, I don't want it to be too much. I don't want this makeup to look way too much because I'm not going anywhere and I'm not finna waste any makeup. I'm just highlighting my nose and under my eyes, and then I'm gonna distribute the rest of the highlighter or the concealer to other parts of my face which I highlight. Yeah, I'm gonna let that sit and dry for a little bit, like 30 seconds, and that actually gives it like maximum coverage. I'll use a powder contour and contour all the areas of my face which actually like cause dips and shadows on your face. And I'm not using any special contour palette. This contour palette is one that I got from Discam. Okay, so I'm also contouring my nose. I don't put any more powder on my nose when I contour it because I don't want it to be too harsh. And guys, about the no rush challenge, like, is it no rush challenge or don't rush challenge? I think one of those two. How beautiful are black women? Like, wow, guys. And the makeup skills as well. I was very hesitant to actually participate in the challenge because at first it seemed as though the people who were filming or participating in the challenge were people who were like very known as influencers and beauty content creators. But I've been seeing like a lot of other women participating in the challenge and it looks really, really cool, you know. So I'm done with my contouring. Let me just see. Yeah, I'm just gonna go back with my foundation brush and make sure that everything is blended in. Okay, I haven't set my highlighter, which was the first thing that I was supposed to do actually before anything else. Setting my highlighter with some translucent powder, and this translucent powder is from Signature Cosmetics. And I'm setting the areas of my face that I have highlighted. I'm not gonna bake. I don't like baking. I'm not using a lot of translucent powder because I'm not gonna be keeping this makeup for long. So I don't need the concealer to be under my eyes or anywhere else on my face for a very long time. I also like setting my brows a little bit. Okay. So now I'm gonna dust that off or just blend it in with a powder brush. And in doing so, I'm setting my whole face. I'm gonna use a little bit of some blush, and this is actually an eyeshadow, just a random orange eyeshadow that I'm gonna use as blush. And this is gonna help bring back the warmth to my face. So now that that is done, I'm going to put some eyeliner. I'm going to add some eyeliner to my bottom lash since I didn't do anything to that yet. And some mascara. This is the Princess, I think it's a Princess Lash Mascara from Essence. So my bottom lashes are done, and now before my highlighter I'm using just rose water and witch hazel. I put it in a spray bottle actually, and I'm just gonna spritz my face before I add any highlighter. So I'm highlighting my face using the Wet n Wild, I think it's the Mega Glow highlighter. I don't like to use too much of it because, wow, it can be a lot. So I just use a little bit and I highlight the tip of my nose. And the bridge of my nose. I also highlight my cheeks. So I'm lining my lips with some brown liner. I'm just going to use a nude lipstick and some gloss. And this is my favorite gloss in the whole entire world, and it's the NYX Butter Gloss. This is in, okay, this one's called Praline or Praline, but it's my favorite. Like this gloss and the Essence, what is it called? I think it's called Shine Shine, top two. So I'm gonna add a bit of some highlighter to my inner corners because I feel like that adds like, it gives you like an awake look. I don't know, but I like doing that. I'm adding some highlighter to my brow bone a little bit with my MAC Prep and Set Spray from Avon. This is the bomb.com. Like if you have oily skin and you want like a matte finished look, a look that's gonna last you for quite some time, then this is like the best inexpensive setting spray. And the nice thing about Avon is that they always have like their makeup stuff on special. So this, I think it's 160 normally, but whenever it's on sale, which is all the time, it's about 80 rand. So I just went off camera to fix up my hair, to get dressed. I really had to fix up my hair because wow, quarantine crust is real. This is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed the chatty get ready with me. I don't know if it was really chatty, but either way, I hope you really enjoyed it. Please do give me suggestions on anything else that you would like for me to film, especially during this lockdown period, because I have like ample time to do so. And yeah, I will see you all in my get to know me tag. I don't know which one's gonna go up first between this one and the get to know me tag, but yeah, see you on the flip side.